Good morning. Good morning. Happy first day of spring.
We're officially 14 minutes in, and 64 degrees to start the day is not nothing for the first day of spring.
Little windy out there, and there is some rain in the forecast,
Sure.
but hey, it's so much better than what we experienced all winter.
No doubt. This morning, we want to hear your voice and share your feedback. What do you think should go at the former old Seneca Mall site in West Seneca? Now there are questions whether a Costco will be built on this facility, considering a number of people suspect, based on public documentation, that's what's going there.
It's so interesting because they won't say it's a Costco, but everyone thinks it's a Costco. They're like, something's going to be there that rhymes with Moscow. It might be a Costco. Who knows? We're going to welcome our TV viewers. Give us 1 second here. Good morning to you and welcome to Thursday and welcome to spring. We are now 14 minutes officially into the new season, turning over a new leaf, just feeling refreshed, like a fresh spring flower. I was hearing the birds yesterday on my walk and I was like, oh, we made it. We're so back.
I'm telling you, I did the same thing. And I just took some pictures and posted on my Instagram showing beautiful flowers already starting to bloom around my neighborhood. You can follow me on Instagram at Dranch TV. This morning, big questions. What's going to be built on the old Seneca Mall site? Is it going to be a Costco or is it going to be another big box retailer? A lot of people are calling for Costco or Trader Joe's at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think whatever happens there, people are going to be happy to have something. But it's so interesting because they won't say what it's going to be. They're like, well, there's going to be something that comes here, probably a wholesale store. We are getting the zoning for gas pumps and to have all these different things, but we don't know exactly what it'll be.
Interestingly enough, BJ's has gas, so could it be a BJ's?
There's a BJ's nearby.
It's true. Could it be another bigger and better Tops? Who knows? Or could it be Costco?
We hear they keep the costs low. But first, let's get you started with some of the day's top stories. Hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding to universities and colleges are being cut. One of those hitting right here in Western New York. A $3.6 million federal grant for UB to study racial disparities in health has been canceled. The university telling us it's now reviewing that decision and exploring all options to challenge the cuts to that grant.
Take a look at your screen. The Buffalo Zoo welcoming a new member to its family. This is Mila, a 4-year-old female snow leopard. Her arrival is part of a breeding program with the hope that she'll pair up with the zoo's male leopard.
Ooh.
Snow leopards are listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature.
Hi, Mila.
Put those feelers out, Mila. Shoot your shot.
Well, it's hard to get a date out here, Mila.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll talk about that on Second Cup.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the possibility of a Costco coming to West Seneca at the old Seneca Mall site.
Yeah.
There are so many questions surrounding the idea of what will be built on this site. I've lived here 14 years. It has looked like this for the last decade and a half. Okay. So, Jacqueline, to your point, happy they are finally building something on that site.
Right. Like, we're just happy to see development.
Exactly.
The old Seneca Mall, when's the last time it was even open?
I couldn't even tell you.
Couldn't tell you. Let's get something there, right? And I think a Costco would be wonderful. We just talked yesterday about, if you're trying to save money, wholesale is probably the way to do it. If you're buying in bulk, if you're cooking for more than like 2 people, it's probably a smart way to do it.
I wonder if there's somebody out there, what was at the Seneca Mall? What did you do there? And what shops were available for you?
It's like asking them about a fossil. What
Seriously,
was it like back in the day?
Charisse, good morning to you. I think it would be nice. Haven't been anything there in a long time. Camille says better than BJ's. And then where is the nearest Costco now is Elizabeth's question.
I think some people are saying they go to, there's one in Canada, I believe.
There is. Okay, so there are a couple nearby. There's one in Rochester and there's one in Canada. The thing about the one in Canada is that they don't accept Visa.
Oh.
So what do? I'll tell you, this is from experience. We went there. My parents love Costco. We went there specifically for Costco.
Right.
And we get to the register. We had a cart full of stuff and they couldn't pay. Not because it was declined.
Right.
It was because they didn't take Visa.
I wonder why that is, though.
I don't know.
Because they take Visa in other places in Canada.
Bizarre.
They should have a sign out front. Hey, Americans.
No
you're
kidding.
Coming to Costco. Interesting.
Needless to say, we went to to Rochester. Right. Henrietta. And that one was quick and easy, in and out, an hour down the thruway.
You like Costco?
I love Costco.
See, I've never had the experience.
Oh, it's
like, I
phenomenal.
mean, I'm from South Jersey. We don't have anything. We barely have stores in the mall, so we didn't have a Costco. We did Sam's Club a lot. I remember that growing up, but never been to Costco.
Okay, Melly says the Seneca Mall was amazing. Why? What was so amazing about it, Melly? What was there that made it amazing? Like, I remember going to the Boulevard Mall, and there was a ton of stuff in the Boulevard Mall until there wasn't. So what made it amazing?
The Seneca Mall, 0 booms. A Costco, big 5 booms.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You guys were talking about that yesterday. Is this a social media reference, a TikTok thing?
I'll show it to you, but I gotta show it to Aaron too, because they put booms all over his video on Instagram, the WKBW Instagram, which is funny. You should go watch it.
Okay. Melly says, would love a Costco there. Denise, whenever I visit my family in Minnesota, I like to go there. Corinne says they're building one by the Boulevard. Well, yes, they are building one in Amherst, but it's, taken forever to even get it foundationally off the ground,
There was like a cloud of confusion around every Costco we are supposed to get, right? Why can't we just get the Costco? It's signed, sealed, delivered.
Build it, baby. Anyway, coming up after this break, Aaron is going to be tracking your 7 weather forecast. It's 5:20. You're watching Good Morning Buffalo.
Happy spring, guys.